mic off. Powering off. Powering on, mic off. Charging battery. Powering off. Powering on, mic off. Charging battery. Powering off. Powering on, mic off. Charging battery. Mic on.
Hello, hello. Are we working now? All right, I think we're working. Let's see. Can I turn the sound up in the stream, see if I can hear my voice? There may be a slight echo. If there is, I will turn it back down as soon as I can hear it. Hello, hello. Can you hear me, Joe? Well, it does appear to be working. Maybe. I don't know for sure if anybody can hear this or not. I am hoping that people can hear it. We will see what we will see soon. Alright. Let's go look for some lockets. Step number 1. Oh, we probably should pick up the dandelions. Because you never have enough dandelions. At least that's what I've been told. I have never found that I have an excessive amount of dandelions. Let me see here if I can hear me talk. Can I hear me talk? I think I can hear me talk. Can you guys hear me talk? I hope so. Anyway, we're going to run over here and get some. There's the lily of the valley. We need those two. There's some more lily of the valley. I'm really glad they've changed the way the flowers look. It makes them much easier to spot and to pick up. Let me see here. Running up, up and up. Oh, some of my food has fallen off. Better eat some more food. There is a piggy. Hello, little piggy. Everybody needs some bacon. And hello there. And splat. Hello, Archer. I don't usually play the two-handed mace. I'm just leveling stuff up. It was just I had some of them lying around, so I thought, why not? Restore my health. Spirit back so I can do the special attacks. Hello, Archer. Yeah, I'm going to assess your archery. Insufficient. Insufficient archery level. Splat, 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 splat. It does make some satisfying splat sounds whenever you hit these guys. Ah, 3 worn out lockets. That is nice. What we got here? We've got some raspberries. Never have enough raspberries, right? Actually, we probably do have enough raspberries for right now, but we will need to make syrup and stuff eventually, so why not just go ahead and pick them up while we're out here where they're at. And yes, I could block some of that. Oh, there's another guy. Hello, dude. I've come to splat you in the face. Splat, splat, splat. Blueberry bushes. I'm ecstatic that they made the blueberry bushes this they were terrible to find blueberry bushes. I don't know if any of you guys ever played PAX before or not, but the blueberry bushes used to be like ankle high and they blended in with the ground and you couldn't even see them. So I'm very happy that you can now see the blueberry bushes. Splat, 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 and splat. Splat, 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 whack, splat. Come to assess your archery. I find it lacking. What about you? What's your archery like? I think it's also lacking. You guys just standing over while I kill his buddies? Must have owed him money or something. I mean, kind of think he should have helped him anyway, because if he doesn't, how else is he going to get his money back, right? Alright, so we've got him splatted. Oh, more raspberries. Two more lockets. And some oats over there. I have plenty of oats. We need wheat. Let's get the heel off. No, didn't get the heel off. Hot dog. Two more worn out lockets. Some suede leather. There's a couple of deer down there. At least one. Or are those deer? Yeah, those are deer. Let's see here. That one. The other one ran off. Come back in a second. Well, I said it would come back in a second. There it is. Hello, deer. Let's go skin the deer. One deer. Two deer. Hey, Fred. I just noticed that you joined the chat. Yeah, I'm just working on leveling all the weapons and stuff up. I've got a ways to go to get them all. When I run around by myself without you guys, I have to be able to whack stuff, so. Where is it? Weapons, weapons, weapons. Some more weapons, combat skills. I got the great axe to 20. The maul's at 10. I want to get it up to 20. Eventually, I'll probably do the hand spear and the other one also. Healers are squishy. That's why I don't run around as a healer by myself. I run around as a healer when you're in, so you can get smacked and I can try to keep you alive. I thought you were supposed to be relaxing today and planning out your week. What are you doing in here? You're not working, I hope. Don't get me wrong. I'm glad you're in the chat and talking, but don't want you to be doing working and stuff. I just thought I'd try to get Pax some stuff. Archer! Hello, sir. How are you? Well, if a healer build is OP solo, I'm doing it wrong. I don't know how to do it and it be OP. I'll put it like that. I like the big stick. It's pretty satisfying whenever you whack these guys with it. Apparently there's some kind of delay in my chat. I didn't see you even in the chat at first. This qualifies as relaxing? Alright, I'll take that, as long as it's relaxing. Picking up the blueberries. Oh, run the deer off. Did not see them before they saw me. It's difficult in the dark. Yeah, I'm sure. You do a bunch of stuff where you edit the videos and stuff when you put them on YouTube and stuff. I can only imagine how much time that takes, and setting up the thumbnails and uploading the files and make sure everything loads up correctly. I've never been willing to put that much effort into it because I'm just doing it kind of as a hobby. Where we want you to do it full time one day so we can just hang out and watch you stream. So you've got an OP healer build, huh? You're gonna have to teach me how it works, Archer. This is weird when I'm the one reading the chat. You guys are talking. Almost nobody watches me when I stream. Of course, I don't stream very often either, so I just thought I'd get in here and goof off and stuff. Trying to farm up some more lockets and things. You thought my build was OP? I wish. I think somebody has to do something pretty bad before Fred wants to ban them. I suspect she'd tell us that we're out of line or something and give us a chance before she just flat out banned us. That's the impression I get. Now the archer builds, the enemy archers are OP for sure. I'm also eating the wrong food. I'm eating gathering food instead of the food I should be eating while doing combat. I was going to go mine some more, and I thought, I need to go look for some more lockets. I've burnt through most of the ones I had, so nobody's got any on the market that I can find for sale, so. Or I bought all the ones I could find for sale, I guess I should say. Hopefully you guys won't be too bored watching me. Looking for some more deer. Always need leather. Perception of measurement is so different between the two. Cooking pork chops. Baked, fried. How you making pork chops? Inquiring minds want to know. Sure, there are other ways. Those are my two favorite ways, though. It's hard to go wrong with any part of a pig, though. I think the missus may be making some form of fried chicken, which is one of my favorites. Let's see. It's hard to tell where the deer are when it's dark like this. They blend in so well in the woods. Fried and seasoned, sweet and spicy. Sounds very appealing. Now, I told you before that here in Tennessee, we don't believe you can't deep fry anything. Never seen anything and said, oh, you can't deep fry that, because we firmly believe that you can. Sweet and spicy are two of my favorite ways to flavor any type of meat. Actually, I would go with mostly spicy. I like not hot, but spicy so that it's, got a little taste, a little zest, a little zip. I think that's very much the way to season meat. Sweet can be good also, but it's got to be the right kind of sweet. I'm sure you do it very well. I figured you weren't streaming today, and maybe I could draw some attention to the game that I'm playing, so I thought maybe I would pop in here and get it going on and stream a little, because I haven't streamed in a while and I don't have a particular schedule, and I don't know exactly when I will stream. But as a matter of curiosity, does everything look okay? Because a lot of times, like Rage or somebody will come in and tell me that something's off, or I sound funny or something. Like, I'm not looking for your quality stream, but like at least like it's not going to make people run screaming from it. And obviously, I don't have a camera. But then again, I'm not near as easy on the eyes as you are. I'm just running around doing stuff, playing video games. Near Gatlinburg. I am probably about an hour and 15 or 20 minutes from Gatlinburg. I did not see the question. It was not that I was not answering. I am about halfway in between Knoxville and Nashville, and a little hole in the wall sort of kind of town that you probably can't find on a map. If you find Lebanon, I'm closer to Lebanon than anywhere else. It's probably the biggest little town, little city anywhere near me. Pull the rotisserie chicken off the bone. Chicken. I am a favorite of chicken. Grab these raspberries while I'm here. Let's see, what else do we find? Some more deer in here? There should be some more deer here somewhere, shouldn't there? Deer. Deer. Some more strawberries. Never enough strawberries either. Nice rock. I thought there was some more strawberries or raspberries or something right in here somewhere. But maybe I'm not where I thought I was on that. There's the raspberries. I guess maybe I am where I thought I was. Just wasn't quite in the right position to see them. There's another deer. Oh dear. Flop. The bow is a most excellent hunting mechanism. Ah. Yeah, not too terribly far from Gatlinburg, but also it is slightly different. So, and that seems like a way different channel. I can only imagine what that guy sees because I know how redneck the people are who live in this area, and I can only imagine what it's like up there in Gatlinburg where people are going on vacation because he's got the touristy people up there, and then he's got the people like me who just live around here and go, let's go up to the mountains and look around this weekend and stuff. And I bet he has some very interesting things that he runs into running a tow truck service up there. Guess I should go dump this stuff in a box. Go do some other stuff. This is what I do when you guys aren't on. I don't have people to play with. I go around and gather and kill stuff and hunt stuff and stockpile things and hoard things and fill chests up. The good news is Bojangles has moved in up here in the house and going to organize this house. And by then, Archer should have the other house all piled up again, and she can go back down there and straighten it up. Ha ha ha. As long as she doesn't get sick of organizing her stuff, we are golden. Let's see here. What have I got? Anything worth putting anywhere in particular? That box is full. Is that box also full? It is. That box is full. Some of those in there. Open the box I intended to. Targeting system in this game is a bit wonky. Nothing to go in there. It's blackberries, not raspberries. Run out of boxes to stuff stuff in. Antlers. Probably shouldn't put top row with the food. I'll get it mixed up. Won't have food like I want. That over there and that over there. I need to get some booze before I head out. Anything else going in there? Bones. Southeast of here, huh? Well, I honestly think Tennessee is a pretty welcoming place. So I don't know what you're looking for in a place, or if you're seriously thinking about moving, but I think Tennessee is a pretty welcoming place. So if you decide to move this way, I think that'd be cool. Um, we're far from perfect, and there are a bunch of rednecks around here, but rednecks aren't that bad of people most of the time. Can be uh, a bit much to deal with sometimes, but most of the time they're good people. We're good people, I guess I should say. I guess I'm a nerdy redneck. There's booze. That's what we got here. Blueberries. Meats. Go down to the freezer, drop the meat in. Blankets. Go up one set of stairs. Be better if I didn't run around like a chicken with his head cut off, I'm sure. It's going in there. Leather, 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 leather. Deer innards are in there. Archer, don't be trying to steal Fred. I'm trying to get her to move to Tennessee, okay? I'll share, but, you know. Home chest. Correct chest. Large rough. That's the wrong one. Still up in the wrong box.
Mic off. Mic on.
I just saw the Discord and the message in Discord. Yeah, it's just flurrying, and we haven't had any accumulation yet. And that is very true. And I made a statement like that the other day, if you'll recall. You know, guys get really weird about measuring things sometimes. Just saying. So what's an oil stove? Runs off like heating oil or something like that, I assume? Is that what an oil stove is? And is the fireplace a wood fireplace or gas or what? We rented a mobile home when my wife and I were first married that had an oil furnace in it, and it had an oil tank. I guess that there used to be deliveries that went around and filled it up, and that was an interesting thing. But I don't even think it's possible to have that delivered around here anymore. I mean, I don't know where it would have to be delivered from. This is true, Fred. Uh, but most guys don't. Uh, how to say it? I'm not going to say anything that's going to get me banned from Twitch. Never mind. Uh, let's say that men have an exaggeration a lot of times about inches of things. I'm dropping it at that. And I've told you guys before, I work at a cabinet shop. You'd be amazed how many people we hire who we have to teach them how to read a tape measure. It's wild that people can't read a tape measure and understand fractions and stuff. This is my very dull what I do when I'm hanging out in game. Getting the iron ore, and I kill the stuff that spawns up around me. Mostly farming resources and stuff like that. You hung cabinets for about a year? Yeah, we have a few installers who do stuff, but we actually work in the plant, uh, and it just it's reading a tape measure is a lost art. Upside down? No, I think that's cool. Um, Whenever I'm using a tape measure and it's really critical measurements, I'll actually slide it out to the 1 inch and measure from the 1 inch to whatever, and then deduct an inch from whatever I'm trying to measure. Like if I'm trying to measure something that's 3 foot and it's critical that I hit 3 feet, I'll start with 1 inch and measure up to 37 inches or, whatever it is. A lot of times I'll go a 16th heavy and then come back and take a router and trim it down or something. And holy cow, we go through tape measures at work. We supply the builders with tape measures, and you would be impressed by how many people leave their tape measure on whatever they're cutting and then run the chop saw down through it, cut it in half. I can't tell you how many times that's happened. It's kind of humorous, but it's also kind of wild that people do silly stuff like that. Well, the 1st inch isn't really off. It just depends on whether you're pushing or pulling or how many times you pushed or pulled on your tape, because you can absolutely bend that little silver tab on the end of your tape measure. Uh, and mine is because I have, pulled it out to the end of the tape on more than one time whenever I was trying to, measure like a counter system where it was going to go in and lay something out on the floor or something. But if you don't abuse a tape measure, that 1st inch isn't really inaccurate. Well, not as inaccurate as people think it is. That's why the little tip of the tape measure moves up and down. It's supposed to do that to keep you from ruining in it. But when you're hard on them, like I am, you mess them up. Bend the little tab, which makes them inaccurate. Oh, well, for some reason I locked onto the tree. That was silly. There's no animals out here. There's usually always like sheep and bear and boars and all that kind of stuff, and I just don't see anything. There must have been people who went through here and recently killed the animals. There's a couple of boars. How about you scurvy pigs? Need some bacon. Turn you into pork chops. Where are you getting iron? Not poor quality. Up in the wildlands. You have to go out in the wildlands to get the better quality of iron. Like I'm up. I poured up to the PvP gate. Sagart's Abandon. You can port up there once an hour for free. It starts out unlocked because the developers are trying to encourage people to go up and PvP and stuff. But instead of going through the PvP gate, I just run out along the edge of the road and get the iron. And you can go either direction from that port and get not impure iron, just the next grade up. To get the pure iron to make steel out of, you have to go through the PvP gate. I have not found a node of pure iron in the Wildlands since this last update. So I think they've changed it so that it no longer spawns in the Wildlands. But it used to spawn in the Wildlands also, but I think they've patched it out. I guess that wasn't intentional, but I didn't know. I just took advantage of it when I found it and was happy about it. And you can go into the PvP zone. It's just kind of sketchy. Sometimes you'll go in there and you won't see a soul. And sometimes you'll go in there and you'll see several people. And sometimes you'll go in there and you'll see 3 or 4 people and they'll come kill you. So it just depends on what mood people are in and what they're into and all of those things. I need some more goats too, but I don't see any. Never enough goats. I don't love PvP. I take it as it's part of the game. And an Inquisition Assessor. Oh, they've seen me. I guess they're going somewhere else, but now they're coming to talk to me. I'm not sure what I did. Guess I'll figure it out. You don't usually see them roving around like that. Okay. Oh, I guess that person is fighting. Not sure why they came after me. There's a goat. Hello, goat. My biggest problem with PvP is usually the attitude and stuff that goes with it. It's not so much the doing it. It's not losing your stuff and getting killed. It's just that a ton of times whenever you're PvPing with people, if they do beat you, then they, mouth off and stuff about it. And I'm just not a huge fan of that. Like, yeah, you won. Okay, that's fine. You have the stuff. No big deal. But a lot of people just want to, try to rub your face in it and run their mouth, and I don't like that. I'm more of a GG. Let's move on to the next thing. Yeah. Not everybody's like that. I mean, they're not everybody, but there's enough of them that it definitely seems to be a thing. My reflexes aren't as fast as they used to be either. I think that's part of, getting older and stuff. You don't have the reaction time you did a few years ago and stuff. And, in this game in particular, I'm not sure it's optimized as well as I wish it was. So if you have, say, a less than stellar optimized game and you're a touch slower than the other people, uh, it's easy to feel like you're at a disadvantage. I hear pigs. Hello, bacon. I see you have come to become the bacon. It's nice of that one pig to stand over there and wait his turn. Is it stuck in that tree or something? I think it is. Um, I'm in my 50s too. I won't be like Fred. I'll tell you that. I'm in my 50s too. So I can't figure Fred out. Sometimes I think she's like 20, and sometimes I think she's like 30, and sometimes I think she's older than I think she is. So, but I'm in my 50s. Yeah. Like I've said before, sometimes I'll say something that I think that Fred won't get, and she just cues right in on it. So I don't know. But I've seen a lot of the same stuff you have, and Quetz and Archimedes and some of those guys. It's become a fun game. You just like trying to keep us on a string. I see how it is. Keep them guessing. I guess that's okay. There could be worse things around. Hello, goat. Quack. Doobie doobie doo. Let's see. Is that a pig or a bear? What's an old boar? Hello, piggy. Come be bacon. There's some more iron. I don't think so. I think she just knows those things. But that's what makes it so weird. I mean, I don't know. She's going to shock me one of these days. She's going to be either 25 or 52, and I don't know which. This is true, Fred. This is true. It's weird. Here we are in this stream talking about you, which is kind of cool. I like that. I hope you don't mind. Do do do. Maybe I should start doing a Sunday afternoon PAX stream. Because nobody I really watch streams on Sunday afternoon. That might could be a thing. Of course, I don't know how many people would enjoy what I do because, like I said, I do the very dull gameplay loop. So I'm not sure how many people would enjoy my stream. I agree. I think you're too natural at responding to stuff to be Googling anything. It's just wild that the stuff you get that, I feel like my son wouldn't get. And I initially thought you were like the same age as him. Mm, I had to go there. Okay, make me the bad guy. I see how it is. I'm not sure why I'm the bad guy. This is one of the most beautiful scenic games I've played in a long time. I wonder if I can get that guy. Hey, you. Oh, let's go kill this goat first. Hello, goats. You need your hide and your. Backpacks, pack mules, something. I don't know what they'll do. I don't think they actually want to add a ton more storage on the players, because they want you to travel back and forth. That's why they've made it cost grace to fast travel, that they actually want people to run and see that the world that they've made. So I don't know. I don't know what they're willing to do. I know what I wish they would do, but that doesn't mean that they will do it. But I would like to see them add, like, I don't know, pack mules or pack horses or something like that. Mounts, yes. A horse, mule, I don't know, something. Is this guy going to kill me before I kill him? Surely not. Level 11 in malls. Nice. There's some iron. Might as well go and grab that. And there's a goat. I don't know if you guys saw that goat, but I saw it run out from behind that tree. It was wild. Wonder if they'll add like taming so you can like go out and, lasso a horse, tame it to mount, to ride it for a mount. Or if it'll be goats, they've got a lot of the lore in the game has to do with goats and stuff. And the last thing they said they were going to do was add in birds for fletching and stuff. Yeah, that would be cool. To like a group of knights on the trail or something and go thundering out with the their mounts and their lances out, and yeah, that would be cool indeed. Let's see. Hello, goat. I want your wool and your life. That's a bear. Let's not pet the bear. Do not think I can kill him alone, at least not without running around for 20 minutes. Yeah, they've got to retune the bow before it's really good for much of anything besides deer hunting. It's really good for deer hunting in game, but other than that, it's just feels really bad. Yes, wouldn't it be awesome? Get people to go together with lances on the on horseback after the bears, or spears, and be able to throw the spears from horseback. Have that like a mounted skill where you could do battle and throw your spear at something or someone or something. Ooh wee! I think that would be pretty awesome. Probably be overpowered in PvP, so they probably won't ever let it happen. But man, wouldn't it be cool? I don't know what Mad Dog would do if they let us hunt uh, bears from mounts. So I mean, it would be hard to use him as bear bait. I mean, he might be okay with that, but I'm not sure we are. Yeah, that's definitely why they nerfed the bow. They said it was overpowered in PvP because people would lob projectiles from long range and stuff. But it needs some love and to be useful in PvE. And I'm sure there's some kind of balance where they can strike between where it's overpowered in PvP and underpowered in PvE. Because the bow can be a ton of fun to play. It just doesn't do as much damage as I wish it did. I use it a lot for deer hunting. It's very effective at deer hunting. Hello, Hollywood. Are you going to come up here and watch me play? I am also streaming, so if you talk, you will be talking to Twitch. I think it's just Archer and Fred, so you're probably okay, but just thought I'd point it out to you. There's the bear. Let's see if we can avoid the bear. Let's see, not quite as mountain goaty as Fred is, but let's see if I can make this work. Is the iron gone? I think it is. Should it be right here, or is it the next little hump over where the iron is? Well, I see a goat up there either way. I'll go pet the goat. Hello, goat. I have come for your wool and your body. Hollywood is pressing my spacebar with her nose so that I can, and the inner bar with her ear so that it helps me play better. Fred says meow. I don't know if you can hear her or not. Did you hear Fred meow? Can you read that? She says meow. She kind of said it. She kind of said it, spelled it like you say it. It's very plain. Meow. Do do do. Little mountain goat that? Nope. Okay, let's drop one down here. Let's run up through here. There we go. We can pick a trail up the hillside. I don't think Fred is a cat girl kind of person. She's a girl who likes cats, but I don't think that's quite the same as what you're thinking of, Archer. I could be wrong. I'll let her have to answer that, I guess, but although I think Fred could look cute in some cat ears. There's a goat. Hello, goat. I've come for your wool and your body. Whack! I need your tallow and your wool. Going to get those people on me if I'm not careful. I did get that guy on me. kill him right quick, maybe. My food's falling off. I don't know if I want to get him or not. I may have to run for cover. Block. Nope, I need to run away. Run away, I said. Hollywood, stop. You're helping. Stop helping him. Okay. See if we can get some food back on. Here. There's a bear, naturally. Everybody needs a bear. Okay, now that I've run around, I don't know which direction I'm facing. Okay. That way? It appears to be that way. There's the bear. I have the bear's attention. Just keep running. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. That guy's standing in a dangerous spot. He may get eaten by a bear or a wolf or something, but maybe not. I may get eaten by a cat. She's trying to bite my hand now. Don't bite the hand that feeds you. Haven't you ever heard that? Stop. Stop. Hello, Biggie. Will you be my bacon? Yes, you'll be my bacon. Thank you. Alright, where were we? Is the quarry all mined out? It probably is. Do not see any iron in the quarry. But let's go look around just in case. There's a goat. Hello, goat. I've come to pet you with my big long stick. try this again here. Hello over there. It's 1970 GTO. Who doesn't want a 1970 GTO? I mean, Fred might not. She doesn't like Pontiacs, but you know, that's neither here nor there. We try not to hold that against her. Emphasis on try. We should probably stay picking on Fred for Fred's stream. She's gonna feel singled out if we don't. But tomorrow night, we can definitely do that. Let's see here. Anybody else around here we can talk to? There's somebody. Got both of them. I don't want both of them. I just want one of them at a time. No. Got both of them. Run around and try this again. Oh, they're still coming. Ow. Those archers are really good shots, too. We were just talking about how you don't like Pontiacs. I mean, just because the one vehicle you had, whoever run you over with a Pontiac, I think it was a little truck. I'm not sure. I remember vaguely the story. And I remember that it made you have a strong dislike for the Pontiacs. Dodge truck. That's what it was. I couldn't remember. I was thinking it was a truck, but I couldn't remember what kind of truck it was. Yes. But a Sunfire's not really a Pontiac. I mean, let's face it. It was like a, I don't know, a Yugo or something. I mean, if a real Pontiac would have hit your Dodge truck, well, it would have probably been really, 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 really bad. Let's see, which way do I get just one of you guys this time? That would be nice if I could just get one. Or my bag getting full? It is getting full, isn't it? Hematite. Very useful. We have to start choosing what to keep soon. That's not working.
Charging battery.
Nope. You guys still shooting me. Run away, run away. I thought maybe I could duck behind the tree and he would just shoot the tree like he did for Archer. But it did not work. That whole leaping strike that they have is overpowered. Going to need you and your leaping strike to go away now, sir. Oh, run away. Let's see. Can I get over there before he catches me and kills me? We'll see. Oh, you snickety little snickerdy head. Can I respawn? There it goes. Okay, where am I at? Oh, I'm a pretty good ways from where I need to be. That's a bear. Go away, bear. I say go away, bear. We're not going away, bear. Oh, it's a big hole there. There's people after me. That's not a good thing. There's some more people. Zigging and zagging. Oh, shoot. That's most of my health. Let's see here. A lot of times when insurance companies total stuff like that, it's not that it's really that bad. It's just that they're saying that it will cost us more to fix it back than what we can just pay you for the value of the car or the truck or whatever. Though I've seen that happen a few times. So a lot of times it's not even that it's that big a deal or that bad. It's just cheaper for the insurance company. But there was somebody waiting down here who mined the ore already. Oh, that stinks. Oh well. Guess that's what I get for laying down on the job. Let's see, what do I have that I want to drop? I don't need that. That, or that. Let's see. Shuffle that up. Hematite is very valuable. Yeah, insurance companies are always going to try to cheap out, if you will, if they can save money. It's like that with health insurance too. If they can say that something is unnecessary and they can get away with saying that you don't need it and it won't hurt you not to have it, they're going to do that route also. It's kind of wild that that's the company that the corporation that we've built in this country, but it is what it is. All that being said, I think it's still the best country in the world. No, we have very few bears in this area. The bears don't come down out of the mountains very much. They come as far as to Crossville, and that's about as far as they come this way. But all we have in this area is we have coyotes and wild boars and stuff like that. So if you have a small dog or something and you turn it out, at night or something, it can be really bad. But if you stay out with it, it's probably safe. my brother June, who plays PAX with us sometimes. He has a small dog and a small blind cat, and he has to keep a pretty close eye on them to keep the coyotes and stuff away from them. But as long as you keep a close eye on things, you're probably okay. Yeah, June's my brother. I thought you knew that. He actually lives basically just down the road from me. We work at the same cabinet shop. We've worked together a handful of times in our career. We both worked for the same auto parts store for a while. We both worked at a furniture company that where we upholstered for a while, and then of course we grew up, on the farm and stuff. Pretty cool. I have a good relationship with him, unlike some people do with their siblings. It's kind of weird though. He's really the only part of my family, other than my immediate family, like my wife and son, that I really talk too much anymore. When my father died, a bunch of our family got weird, and then after my mom passed away, a bunch of her family kind of weirded out. I don't know, just people be weird and crazy sometimes, drama and stuff that don't really benefit anything and stuff. But anyway, that's got nothing to do with video games and stuff. It's just uh, me being me, I guess. But yeah, he's a good dude, and my brother, on top of being a good dude. Uh, he also refuses to join Friends of Fred until he determines for sure if we're the right fit for him, which I think is hilarious because, like, he does the majority of the stuff he does with us. And I keep asking him if he's decided we're a good fit yet, and he's like, still trying you guys out. But I think Fred's got a good community built. I'm working on building a bigger community. I enjoy it. I like being part of it. So there's that. That was not plugging for anything, Fred. That was just saying I think you've got a good thing going on. And I like being part of it in my little way that I contribute, hopefully. guess they dug everything out of here. Work our way back up the hillside. Maybe back over to the other stuff and see what we can see. Do do do. Yeah, probably straight up the. She never talks to you. She alienates you. Yeah, Fred's one of the more open people I've dealt with in the gaming space. So I like that. And I've been part of several gaming communities, and everything is not everything, but a lot of times it's very uptight and stuff. I don't thrive in that environment. I need a little bit of opportunity to be me and to do me things. Hello, Craighorn Goat. Bacon and goats, bacon and goats, bacon and goats. Seems like a good combo right here. Now listen, I thought you only threw snowballs at Archimedes. Are you going to start throwing snowballs at everyone? Come on now, Fred. You'll get a name if you keep doing that. Turn into the Ice Princess or the Snow Queen or something. Do you really want us to do that? Come on. Oh, that's a bear. Do not need to pet that bear. Let's see here. What do we got? We got a full inventory of stuff. Got 2 of those. Only 1 hematite. Man, that stuff is like uber rare. Oh, yeah, where I died. Let's see here. You only get like 19 more pieces of ore before my pack is full. I can only harvest a couple more boar and a couple more goats. So after I get this, I may just bounce back to the house.
Mic off. Mic on.
Let's see. One more ore node would probably do it. That's June's house right there, in case anybody's wondering. It's like he's playing. I see his windmills are turning and there's smoke rising from his charcoal kilns. When I say playing, he's probably doing like I'm doing, gathering mats and refining mats. Do do do. Let's hit a quick repair. Let's see. That goes in there, I think. Yep. That's the only one that goes in there. Yep. And oh, top one. There we go. That in there. What else we got? Leather, wool, leather, tight onyx. It looks like that game could be really cool. I think that game will be a lot more like what we thought New World was going to be than what New World turned out to be. So I hope it's awesome. And then, of course, who knows when it's actually going to release so we can really play it. It'll be fun to watch Fred stream it, though. Looks like a lot of people have already been, like, playing it and streaming it and stuff like that. Let's see here. Goes in there. Go. What's that doing? Oh yeah. Meat down here where the meat goes. Meat. The onyx up here and the hematite. I'm now up to 8 hematite finally. Have you actually tried it, Archer? Have you played it yourself? Or you just seen people play it and stream it and stuff? What is it, about 10 hours of gameplay? But if you like ground it out or just wanted to keep maxing out skills and stuff, you could play it, somebody said, for 100 hours. Is that what I heard? 3 islands, as long as it takes to do them. How long would you say you spent playing it? Or if you were to guess? Or would you not want to guess? I guess that's another idea. Charcoal left in that one. Charcoal left in this one. No charcoal. Charcoal in that one? Yeah, I got charcoal in that one. Alright. Finish the quest, just building. Have any more? I do. Let's see. Put these up. Oof. And I think I've got a couple stray iron ingots somewhere. Where are they? Over here? Yeah, I'll put that one in with them. $18 in? Wow. There you go. Lily of the Valley. Might as well pick up this flax too. Never have enough flax, right? Hello, people. I have come for your lockets and your coin. Do you have lockets and coins I can come and get? Whack, 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 whack. I don't think that stuff like that should transfer. I'm probably in the minority and stuff, but like the early access stuff is just for testing stuff out and making sure stuff works and all that kind of stuff. So I'm kind of not opposed to that stuff not transferring over. I kind of like that it doesn't. I like that, it's kind of like beta testing and stuff. You can't actually buy the game yet either, right? I mean, it's all you can do is just do the little demo. You can't, buy in or anything. Just see what the demo's like and make sure the engine's sound. Or I'm looking at it wrong one. Wonder how long it'll be before it does release. Any idea? You heard anything? December this year? Oh wow. So So they've still got plenty of time to redo some stuff and all that. Did you find anything inherently broken that you had to report or anything? I know back in, I think it was 2017, I did some stuff with New World when it was in alpha, and like there was stuff that was broken in the alpha that was still broken when it released in 2021. You go, girl. Have a good evening, Fred. Thanks for hanging out for a few minutes. I appreciate you. I know that it's possible that if you dig a hole too deep on the beach, that you can drown. I saw a clip. I was did some YouTube searching for it, and these people had dug a hole on the beach and got down too deep, and then the surf started coming in, and they drowned themselves because they couldn't get out of the hole they had dug. Let's see. What else we need to do? Gather some more berries and kill some more deer if we see them. Hmm. Didn't realize that, but yeah, that makes sense because the plate mail would cave in, crush him. blueberries. And the blueberries, 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 and blueberries. Come on around here. There we go. That'll work. Shoot you where I can get you together. There we go. I mean, makes sense to me. Like to assess your skills, Inquisitioner. This guy's got the healing spell. I have to run off and come back. Yeah, I can see how that would be a problem because, I mean, no human being is going to be strong enough to climb up on a horse. Another thing, can you imagine what the poor horse felt like when it had to carry him around wearing all that plate mail? Holy cow, what would that weigh? That'd be several hundred extra pounds of stuff on, on its back. Break it down. That's a thing nowadays, just, horses get sway back and can't carry people like they're supposed to, and get in so much pain they can't walk right. Can you imagine the extra weight and pain of having all that armor and stuff on there? The knights were not that tall? Really? Is that like a thing, or are you just saying it? Because I don't know. I really, I don't know. I always pictured the knights being like these big, beefy, like warriors and stuff. That could be just my imagination and the way they're portrayed and stuff in the movies. There's some raspberries. Huh. I did not know that. Yeah, that's true too. I guess I'll take all the preservatives and stuff like that and live longer nowadays. Although I'm not sure that we even have any idea of what all the stuff we eat's really doing to our bodies and stuff, and our DNA and stuff. Who knows what later generations will be. Like I said earlier, I'm in my 50s and I feel exceptionally old nowadays. So back then I would have never made it to this age, most likely. It is a piggy. Hello, bacon. My cat is helping me drive again. She was quite content just to lay here and observe, and now she's trying to rub her head on the keyboard again, which is very helpful. Hollywood, please stop. Thank you, girl. I love you too. Like sometimes they've put more flowers in the games since they did this patch. Like I don't remember finding this much stuff out here pre-patch. I don't know if it was just me missing it or what. Yeah, just dysentery, diarrhea, dysentery, however you say it. Uh, all of those things took a toll on people. Killed them off dead. Graveyard dead. Yeah. They thought you had impurity of the blood. They thought the leeches would clean your blood. Yeah, that was the whole thing. And then sometimes they would just like uh, try to slit your veins and let you bleed for a while. Yeah, I've read about some of that stuff, which was a good way to get infection and die. All kinds of wild stuff. Drilled holes in your skull to let the demons out. They thought you had mental illness and stuff. I missed that deer. Where did it go? Got that one. The other one. Missed that one. Oh, it turned. Holy cow. Right back, deer. There we go. Now, the ale definitely was not safe because It was made in very unsanitary ways. Everything from dirty barrels and dirty clay jugs to people taking and urinating it in it or other stuff. It's just crazy, man, what people thought was good and would add flavor and stuff. It was a wild time. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. The sewer was the gutter basically. Yeah. If you were lucky enough to have a gutter or the ditch or whatever. Yeah, I can only imagine what that was like. Contaminated waterways and stuff. Holy cow. Only imagine. We've got it so much better nowadays and don't even realize it in so many ways. And we complain about how bad things are. I have no idea what we're talking about sometimes. Let's see. Do we have to put here anything? Put these in here. We can put these in here. Is that all that goes in there? I think it is. Alright. Up here. Dandelion. We've got bee balm. Got a little bit of meat. Only one? I thought there was one in it. Let's see. Oh, gotta put up the lily of the valley. That goes here, is it? Really? That's wild. Because, I mean, like I said, you always picture those guys being big and burly and beefy. And, I mean, I guess you just don't think about how much better. And, well, part of that's probably the nutrition. I mean, uh, kids were starved back then. Even like relatively wealthy kids were starved and malnutritioned and stuff. So I guess it makes sense. It's just wild to think about. Da-da. Strawberries and raspberries. Is it over here? No, over here. Yep. This we got deer innards put away. Yeah, I can only imagine. I mean, and just think about what it was like back then. They didn't have any idea, you know, how bad they had it even. They probably thought everything was just typical and normal. I mean, that's kind of what we do now. We normalize our situation. We think we're normal, but are we? I don't know. There, there. those. You imagine how cold it was in those castles too, how drafty and cold, how hard it would have been to heat something like that. I mean, no insulation. Just seems like a horrible, terrible thing, doesn't it? Am I overthinking it? Could be. Willing to admit that I could be. Getting here. Where is the suede leather? I know I've got some. There it is. Two. Just tapestry and straw on the floor that had boot rotting in it and mice and insects. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. They had those things, but I don't know that I would really qualify that as insulation or and really in any way a positive sort of thing at all. I mean, it sounds pretty horrible. Just another way of spreading diseases and that type of thing. I am being told it is time to get some food. So I think that I am going to call this a stream and go and participate in some food. And I will try to stream again next Sunday, if not before. Uh, I appreciate you guys hanging out in chat. Uh, Always nice talking to people. This is Pax Day. If you're looking for a very old school, crafty, sandboxy kind of game, uh, and the community I usually play out of is Fred's community, the Friends of Fred. So I'll catch you all later. Hell, the trash back. Yeah, that's kind of what it was there for. Man, man. All right. I will catch everybody later. Archer, I'll see you tomorrow night, hopefully. Appreciate you guys joining in and hanging out.